Wyndham Clark just shot 60 on Sunday to win the CJ Cup Byron Nelson. And it was not just a low round. It was the round that reset his season. He became the first PGA Tour player to win twice with a closing 60. Today on the Monday Rundown, Clark's historic finish in Texas, the 13-year wait that ended in Belgium, and Doc Redman's quiet pushback toward the PGA Tour. At TPC Craig Ranch, Clark started the final round 2 shots behind Si-Woo Kim and tied with Scottie Scheffler. He finished 3 clear of Kim and 5 clear of Scheffler. The round was 11 under 60. The turning point was the par 5 12th, where Clark made eagle and took control of the tournament. Then he closed the job with a tap-in birdie at 18. That is the important part. Clark was not rolling into Texas. He was outside the top 70 in the world ranking, still without a PGA Tour top 10 this season. And Sunday was the question. Could he still close? He answered it with a 60. Then the ranking moved, 75th to 44th in the official world golf ranking. That is not just a trophy. That is relevance back on the board. Start with Scheffler. He did not win, but finishing third at 25 under is not exactly a problem. The stat that jumps out is this. Scheffler nearly became the only PGA Tour player since at least 1983 to play an entire tournament without a score of 5 or higher. That ended with a par on the 12th in the final round. That is absurd control. He lost because Clark went nuclear, not because Scheffler fell apart. For Si-Woo Kim, the story is different. Kim led by 2 going into Sunday, shot 65, and still lost by 3. That is harsh, but it is also the point. He is playing good enough golf to contend. Now he needs the Sunday that actually ends the drought. In Belgium, Richard Sterne won the Soudal Open at 18 under, his first DP World Tour title in 13 years. The shot of the week may have come at the 17th. Sterne hit his second shot close enough to flirt with albatross, made eagle, and moved into the winning position. This is the kind of golf story that is easy to miss if you only track the biggest names. A 44-year-old player, years of injuries and surgeries, and a win that his children are finally old enough to see. That is not filler. That is professional golf at its hardest. On the Korn Ferry Tour, Doc Redman won the Visit Knoxville Open with an eagle on the first playoff hole against Hunter Eichhorn. It was his second Korn Ferry Tour win of 2026. The context matters, but it should not be turned into cheap drama. Redman took nearly 3 months off during the 2025 season and said he was unhappy traveling and playing golf. The golf part is this. 2 wins in a Korn Ferry season puts him firmly on the track back toward a PGA Tour card. That is a comeback worth watching. Next week, the PGA Tour heads to Colonial for the Charles Schwab Challenge. For Clark, the question is whether Texas was a 1-week spike or the start of something more durable. For Si-Woo Kim, the question is simpler. How many more chances does he need before one of these Sundays turns into a win? That is the week in golf, without the fluff. This is the Monday Rundown. Back here every Monday morning.